Hello, what's up? Vinny and Kabir and Stash and Brennan and Blackbird. Thanks, Stash. What's up, Korean guy and Speedy? Cleaned out my V11, so hopefully, and I clipped my fingernails, so good turning guaranteed today. Guaranteed, or your money back. What is the soda? It's just a sparkling water, black cherry Soleil sparkling water. Not sponsored, by the way. Okay. See the turning buff. Not bad. I kind of messed up too. Doing big blind? I will after 3 blind. Good for health, maybe. I think it's probably not as good as water. I mean, I think definitely not as good as water, but it's more fun than water. Oh, that was wrong. Oh, and I broke into a flip wrong as well. I do what's up, Era and Z fast hands. NR2 in blind in your last comp. Congratulations. Nice. 11 to 10. What's up, Hamish? Never try to use rooms, just brute force memo. I would highly recommend using rooms, especially if you're newer to like beginner or intermediate big blinder. Oh yeah, Germanium's back. Let's go. What's up, Epically Blue? I'm sure it'll get easy, quick, Era. Thanks, Z Fast Hands. What qualifies as beginner/intermediate? I would say beginner is like anything over 20 minutes. Intermediate is probably anything between maybe like 6 and 20 minutes. Rough vibes answer. Could probably pull off sub 8 after a few attempts. Are you like pretty experienced with 4 blind and just haven't done any 5 blind or something? Oh. Did an extra common pause. Used to really main 4 blind. 6 to 20 minutes I was saying for 5 blind. So that's what Joe was asking about. I'm drinking an energy drink called Hot 6, which is very bad for my health. I never drink energy drinks, except for coffee, if you want to call that an energy drink. I drink a lot of coffee. Officially going to Super Duper San Diego? Well, that's exciting. Sorry you had to, felt like you had to drop all the money on that, but hope it's worth it. The V11 is feeling good. Definitely better than yesterday. Such a weird scramble. Damn. I mistraced. Weird. I think I... Wait, no. Yeah, I mistraced. That's interesting. Maining, like, just 4 blind and, like, no other blind event. Rare. Starting to really feel like reassured that yesterday's 3 blind session was because of the cube and or my fingernails. Yeah. Chemistry teacher talking about Roman rooms? Cool. I was doing a coaching session today and I taught Roman rooms. Also, back-to-back 1721s. That's cool. Red KB will be at the comp? Wait, what? Red KB is going to be at Super Duper San Diego? What? Dude, that's crazy. I've never met him before. I used to watch his videos. What is his actual name? I'm blanking. This dude was like one of the best 3x3ers in the world at one point. Like in 2005 or something. I have to look for like the oldest WCA ID, but it doesn't show them. What is his name? Kenneth Brandon, okay. I wonder when the last time he competed is. Kenneth Brandon, wow, dude, crazy. He had Magic NAR in 2004. 2003 WCA ID. I feel like they need to like give this guy an award at the comp or something. His last competition, dude, what? This is crazy. Does he live around here? His last competition was 2013. That's insane. What? I remember his 17 by 17 video. I watched that a lot. What's up, Dare? Thanks for the raid. We're just talking about how Red KB, legendary cuber Red KB, will be at a competition in my neighborhood in January. And he hasn't. He's a 2003 ID, huge YouTuber, or formerly huge YouTuber. 2003 ID, and his last competition was over 10 years ago, 13 years ago. 389,000 subscribers. What an OG, absolute OG. That's so cool. Championship podiums. I swear he was like pretty good at 3x3 at one point, relatively, but there's nothing to really show that. He got third in 3x3 at Caltech Winter 2004. Dude, the names of these competitions: Caltech Winter Competition 2004, Caltech Fall Competition 2004. Putting competition in the competition name is kind of funny. Why does Reg have to be full? Would you go to this comp just because Red KB is there? I'll try the scram afterwards, Belly. Tough scramble. That's 11 to 9. Alright, this is Bali Masks scramble. You had lunch with him at Worlds? Oh, okay, you've met him before. How many rooms for 5 blind? I used 3. Time didn't track on CS Timer? Oh, it's probably because I had the tab in the background. Weird. I had the chat tab maximized, so it probably like, what is that called? When another window's like in the background, completely in the background for too long, I think Chrome like puts it to sleep. Another 1721. That's funny. Not sure why you sent that scramble. It was extremely average. Just 10 floated to 9. So jealous of Dickman. Oh yeah, I imagine Dickman's going. See you, Dare. Thanks for the raid. There's a baby crying in your lap. How do you make it sleep? Sing it a song. Dang. Could have had a huge cancel. And I missed it. Isn't Nats in 2026? No. 6x6 multi-win? I already did it. Thanks, Era. Hit the baby a bunch of times, oh my gosh. Dude, it's crazy what a little cube cleaning can do. There's no US Nats 2025? This competition is the 2025 US National Championship. Sent it in chat. Dude, rough scramble, sheesh. Oh, it probably didn't track on CS Timer again because I left chat maximized. Kevin Hayes will be there. He's like one of the main organizers. He's been sending all the emails. That scramble was 3 UF algs, 3 UL algs, and then 4 UFL alg, or 4 UFR algs with LTCT, so 12 to 10. And I paused. 11 to 10 with an FDL float. Oops. Definitely just mechanical twisted. What's up, Chicago Speedcuber and Tastebud and Freddy? Registered in the waitlist, didn't even last 5 minutes. It's funny. Good luck. I know when I asked why you were better than Stanley Multi, it was because he doesn't practice, and if he did, he'd beat you. Just wondering, what do you do that makes you better? It's just because I'm faster at the various things that make you fast at multi, like making stories quick and memorizing, like remembering them better, basically. I think I have like better accuracy in general too, and that might actually apply to like overall, but I'm not really sure about that. I think one of the biggest things about multi is just like making good and memorable stories really fast, and there's also like the matter of like being good at tracing edges first with a weak swap. I think Stanley struggles with that largely just because he hasn't practiced it much. Yeah, but there might be other things like it's also possible that he just kind of like the way that he memorizes and makes stories and all that, it just like might work a lot better for big blind and not as easily for multi-blind. I'm not really sure. Red top, yellow front. Yeah, I don't know if I remember ever seeing anyone do that. Weak swap. I have a video series on it. It's basically like It's a way to trace edges first, and since you don't know parity, you're going to have parity targets sometimes, and it's a way to reduce the amount of time that adds an alg to your solve compared to just memorizing with like a UFUR or pseudo swap. In a nutshell, that's what it is, but it's a bit more complicated, and there's a video on it. James's video is probably best if you want to learn. Dang it. Stanley definitely one passes 4 blind. Oh my gosh, you're 24 on the wait list. Stanley one passes 4 blind. He can one pass 5 blind, but I think he usually does not. But he does, I think, one pass most of 5 blind, but not everything. I think he 2 passes like the 3 blind portion or something, and 1 passes everything else. Dude, that's crazy. I got confused about a cancel I did, and it made me forget audio. I'm just gonna do that. Why do I use yellow top orange front? Because the orientation, or the tutorial that I learned from used it. Did I DNF that 29 and just not mark it as such? I can't remember. Does anyone remember if I DNF'd the 29? I mean, weak swap is kind of something you do all the time. Like if you're using it, you're always tracing with weak swap in mind for edges. See a Darling Mask. Yeah, I would imagine so. Blackbird. I did DNF the 29? Okay. I mean, I'm happy about that. I don't want a 29 counting towards the overall mean. Weak swap for every cube. I mean, so some cubes end up just being, like, your tracing ends up being exactly the same as it would be without using weak swap. So, like, in a way, you didn't use it, but you apply the principle of weak swap while doing edges always. Like, unless UR is solved in place, you're always, like, applying the concept of weak swap, pretty much. It's hard to describe without you just like watching the video, basically. Cool. That was an LTCT that I mess up a lot, and I did it well. You hyped to see the wonders of Rhode Island? I visited once and don't remember anything. I'm curious to see what it's like, but it's probably just like pretty much like Massachusetts and New Jersey or something. Cool. Horrible counting time. Recommendations for getting consistent sub 33 blind? It's really just like drill your algs a bunch, use something like a trainer, but it's largely that and practicing a lot. That was how I did it. There's a floating 2 twist that I always, it's like basically a cyclic shift of another 2 twist, and I always like mess up the ADF on that one. God. This is just me being bad. It took forever to find a float on that one. Rhode Island is pretty similar to here, except drivers are worse. Uh-oh. I know about the mass holes. I've spent a good amount of time in Boston because I have family there. But I will be driving in the area for my first time because my half-sister that I'm staying with is lending me her car. So I'll be driving from Cape Cod to Rhode Island. 2 days. God, dude. These are just hard scrambles. When do you think someone else will succeed in 12 blind? I have no idea. There's like the only person that I know of who has like a reasonable chance is Felix. Not Felix Zemdegs, the other Felix who's in this chat sometimes. Felix has been trying 10 blind, but seems to have stopped. But had like a good shot at 10 blind. But yeah, that's like the only person I know who's trying anything even remotely close to 12 blind, so maybe Felix? God, I love breaking into twists with no parity. I just had this case. Here to here to here, and then that twist that way. And the twist like, this is one of those really simple cases. All you have to do is like see that you have that target. You don't even have to like process what is right there. All you have to do is process what this twist is and where your oriented buffer piece is, and you immediately know it's just 2 extremely fast comms. It's so much better than the 2-twist solution. Dude, I drove in France not that long ago, and I was shocked at how people drive in France. Like, nowhere in the US people drive even like remotely close to how aggressive people drive in France. Like, literally everybody tailgates you. You'll be going like 10 over the speed limit, and you'll be getting tailgated like literally like a foot away from your car. It's insane. Like, every single person does this too. I might have DNF'd by a slice. Yep. Italy is even worse. I also drove in Italy briefly, but yeah. I only drove in Italy where it's like very close to France, so it makes sense. It just felt basically the same, but dude, some of the roads, holy crap. Like, terrifying, absolutely terrifying to drive on, how narrow and weavy. Okay, I did a parity shift, but that was definitely not a good idea on that one. For multi-blind world record, I used RS3 and B5. I feel like I need to put that like in big letters on the screen, because dude, I've been getting that question so much. And it's also in the description of the world record video. That was 10 floated to 8. What cubes do I use for multi? I use GAN 16s, bro. Ha ha ha. Wow, horrendous scramble. 7 to 6 edges with 2 UL algs, 5 to 4 corners with 3 UFL algs, and I think I've drowned the solve back to 12 algs. Actually, I think I drowned it to 13. I do, Raf. My dream cube? I mean, I think I have my dream cube. I don't know any other cube that I think is better than this one, which is why I use it. And why I set it up like this. Discord works on both YouTube and Twitch. Maybe it doesn't work on YouTube. I think I tried to add Nightbot to YouTube and... Oh, it is there. Okay. There about that go. Was I the one who brought V5 to your attention? I can't quite remember. I think you brought the sale to my attention, the sale on Alibaba, but I think I had already gotten one at that point. I think Ro actually brought the V5 to my attention. I don't know if he brought the sale to my attention or not. It might have been you who told me about the Alibaba sale. But I think Ro told me when they got it into the cubicle and that he thought it was like a really promising cube. And so I bought one, and then somebody mentioned the sale and I was like, I really like this cube, fuck it, I'm getting new multi-cubes. AliExpress, not Alibaba. Was it ever called Alibaba? Oh, AliExpress is just like a sub website of Alibaba, right? Tapping the cube like it's a drum set. I am a drummer, so it makes sense. So glad I DNF'd that. Yeah, Alibaba is like Amazon for Asia, basically, if I understand correctly. And AliExpress is like, yeah, a sub company owned by the same people. I'm shocked I actually solved that. That was a really annoying corner scramble. Confusing to figure out. What? Oh my god. 12 floated to 10. I'm getting hit with all of the bad scrambles. god. 11 to 10. I'm really getting unlucky. All-time PB, I have a 12.04 single, if that's what you're asking about. Do a single 2-line solve. You're gonna have to redeem that. Sorry, bro. These scrambles are so bad. Jeez. 2 cycle breaks in corners. 11 floated to 10. Finally, dude. 10 to 9. The first not horrible scramble in forever, and I get a 16. Click DNF for 23. Did I DNF that one? Oh, yeah. That one's the 2-edge DNF, I think, yeah. Dang it. 11 to 10. Sorry for all the complaining. I'm just getting really unlucky and I need everyone to know it. Nine algs. Literally, just give me like a half decent scramble and I will get good times. Dang it. I missed a move like right before the last 2 moves. That's so funny. Have you ever checked what your general TPS is? I usually only check solves that are like good. My good solves are like high 9, low 10 TPS. So I'd imagine on average maybe like high 8, low 9. If I don't have like a pause or anything. You know, nice, Ella. Okay, I memorized wrong. Tried to shortcut a bit too much and realized what I memoed didn't make sense. Bad scramble anyways. I think that was a 12 to 10. Yeah. It's actually crazy, like probably really, really bad scrambles on this if I tallied it all up. Insane scramble. Definitely just made a one move mistake. That was 4 alg corners, 2 alg edges with the float. And I traced it wrong because I didn't see that UB was solved because I just tried to go too fast. And I also made a one move mistake. I actually want to see that, what the cases would have been if I actually traced from UB instead of UR. Meh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really good if I just like did it well. Okay. Guess on something. Dude, my turning is falling apart. To my credit, that was really, really bad cases, 10 algs. Dude, oh my god. My accuracy right now is abysmal. Walk in. Yay. Also, America's birthday. How? That's annoying. Oops, +2. Feels like a table DNF. Definitely did that move. Dang it, dude. 2 extra comms, huge pause. That could have actually been really good. I feel like I had good memo. What's up, Damien? 7-day streak, wow. The baby slept, pog. Why do you stop practicing score 1? Just cause I don't really care to practice it right now. I have like no comps with square 1 anytime soon. Are you perchance a vampire? Who are you asking? Wow, I can't believe I actually solved that. There's like multiple possible mistakes. Oh, I do not know about Vampire Diaries. Dang it, dude. I'm ruining the overall mean. What's up, James? Which unofficial event do you like? FTO. Nice. 10 elks. I'm so inconsistent right now, it's crazy. Oh, I just hit 50. I'm gonna do 3 more. Dude, how? I have so many solves in this session where I've like felt so sure that I'm DNF'd and I didn't. Alright. I feel like I can't end on such a streak. I'm on a good streak. It's just like a lot of bad times. Oh yeah, I saw that, James. Exciting. It was Auckland, right? Okay, let's do 5 blind. 3 blind went better than usual today. I'm gonna chalk it up to cube actually being clean. Thanks, Blackbird. What was the accuracy overall? 37 out of 53. It's honestly still a little worse than I had hoped for, but what is that, like high 60? 69%. 69.8. Nice. If I look weird while I'm scrambling, it's because my phone is my main camera for these streams, and it's on a tripod that's like blocking my computer screen. It's like right here, and it's like in the way of my vision for the scramble specifically. So I have to go like... Okay. 5 line time. Dang it. That was decent scramble. Had 8 alg, X centers, and then 12 to 10 3 blind, so that cancels that out. Yeah. Decent scramble. I will say that's better than average, because 12 to 10 3 blind matters less like getting good centers matters more than getting bad 3-blind, I would say. I see a lot of messages, but I'm too lazy to figure it out. Also, I know exactly why I DNF that solve. There was one alg in plus centers that I was slightly unsure about. Like I thought I missed a slice, and so I did it again, and I guess I didn't miss the slice, so I did an extra one. Yellow centers seemed good. The centers on top are the ones that, like, it's not necessarily good if they're solved in big blind, because that can end up meaning that you like have to cycle break. Like, more likely to have to cycle break. I hope NAC is in the Bay Area. That would be cool. Okay, success please. I'm on a insane DNF streak right now. 6 in a row. Let's end that. Yay. That was a really bad scramble. Really bad? Maybe not really bad, but definitely worse than average. I think it was 21 alg centers and 13 alg wings, and then average 3 blind. What's up, Josh? Tips for multi-blind execution in terms of flow and not locking up? I feel like the one thing that I used to do a lot that I feel like helped me for that was doing like focused 3 blind sessions where you're just going for like high accuracy. Like I would just like aim for a certain goal, like force an AO 25 or force an AO 50. And like find the turning speed that you need for that, because that's generally the accuracy you want, or better for multi-blind, you know. Like find the turning speed that is like the fastest you can turn while still like feeling extremely confident, like super high confidence level with your algs. So just kind of like don't spam TPS, just turn calmly, find that like calm middle turning speed. Okay. dude. Insanely bad scramble. I think it was 11 alg centers again, and then 13 alg wings, 12 alg, 3 blind. My God.
Yo.
I'm really unlucky today, genuinely. I don't think I'm coping. I think I'm really unlucky. Yeah, this is the GAN. I'm gonna do 1 or 2 more. Then some 4 blind, and then some small multis. Literally just got a GAN 5. Nice. It's so crunchy. I love it. You mean like mine sounds crunchy? Stanley tried mine at the last comp I was at with him, and he said my GAN is gas. But he complained that they have like, I think I agree, they have quality control issues, because I've tried some GANs that are like insanely good, and then there's some that are just like total mid or ass. But yeah, Stanley thought mine was gas, and he seems like he wants to main a GAN if he can like get a good one. Okay, not shit scramble, please. Thank you. Dang it. Dude, really? One of the, like, only times I ever do that alg. Interesting scramble, geez. That was 8 alg. I think it was 8 alg X and plus centers, which is really nice, but then it was 13 alg wings and 7 floated to 5 alg midges, which was just 2 easy midge floats. I don't always float midges, but I had UL, DR, DF, and then BD, LD, BL, like 2 pure midge, like single alg midge floats, and then 5 to 4 alg corners with a UBR float with UBR parity. So that was like really good centers, really bad everything else. It's funny. Nightbot doesn't have any power. You can send links. It will send like a warning, but it doesn't do anything. I'm just too lazy to figure out how to make Nightbot stop sending that warning. Wait, so I want to figure out actually that L count, because I'm pretty sure 8, 13, 12, so 41 to 39. That's funny. No, 41 to 38. Silly. I don't know why I DNF'd 2 centers either. Disable everything. Okay, I'll just remember Nightbot TV / moderation. You nice. Ishan, Cube 2, Ishan K. Alright. Last 5 line attempt for the night. Thank God, I hope I didn't mess that up. I feel like I did. Dang it. I didn't mess it up, but messed up 2 other small things. That was a super average scramble. That's cool. It was 10 to 9, 3 blind, 12 to 11 wings, I think super average, or maybe like 19 Alg centers. Rip. Good attempt though, just small mistakes. Alright, 4 blind. I'm going to do a minimal amount of 4 blind. I also realized 2 streams ago I started doing weekly comp 4 blind. But I stopped after the first solve. Like I did weekly comp scramble and then I forgot I was doing it. So I only did the first scramble, so I'll do the other 2 right now. It's funny because I think at this point this is like a last week's weekly comp scrambles, but whatever. Let's see how this goes. Dang. That was 2 Alg corners and then 12 Alg wings, 7 Alg centers. I just had horrible memo. I was like not warmed up for that. 4 blind memo just like felt awkward for some reason. For some reason I memoed the first wing story as 7 words when I normally always do 6, and then it threw me off thinking that I had like not enough pairs, so I took way longer on wing memo than I should have because I had to like go back and count and realize I miscounted and then decide to just leave it that way and just remember that it was 7 for the first story instead of 6. Very weird. I used the Steven 4x4 call. Damn, that could have been so much better. Rip. Did I do? Yeah, I did do the weekly comp scramble on this next one. Okay. Lucky. 136 best of 3 for weekly. Should have been a lot better. Let's do Slovakian weekly, and then that'll be my 4-blind practice for today. Because I want to do small multis. I'm excited for small multis. Nice, computerin. Congrats. Yo, nice, Cole. Cole also got a 3-blind success. Pog. Okay. Oops, I forgot to DNF that. Okay. Dang it. Dude, I'm only forgetting the first freaking pair. Come on. Oh. Dude. Nice. Yeah, I should have peeked under the blindfold. Who will collect Stanley's prize first? I have no idea. I have no idea. It's like it always. I feel like stuff like this just comes down to like who ends up being like the highest motivated for like the amount of time required to get there, and it's like impossible to predict things like that. If I had to guess, maybe Ryan Eckersley. You're going Simon. Stanley's prize is next person to get sub 1 official 4 blind, $1,000, I think. I feel like there was like, it was spread out between 3 different people or something. I don't remember. I feel like it, yeah, definitely could be Simon. I don't know much about his recent practice, but I do feel like Ryan is well seated to do it and has shown that he is like in it for the long haul. God, I did like 5 extra algs at the end. I feel so cursed with Slovakian weekly comp. That was 25 algs, I think. Average everything and except for 13 alg wings. 13 algs drowned to 18. Okay, last 4 blind. Oh my god, no. Okay, that was good. "24 algs, I think. Multi-blend. Calculating God's number for big minxes and the tut minx. Has to at least be. Have you talked to Alex Bots about this? Alex Bots is in this chat a lot of the time and did his master's thesis, I think it is, on creating a solver for Megaminx. Which, like, that's complicated enough. I can't even imagine God's number for Megaminx. Isn't that like a huge ordeal? Description is wrong. It says former world record holder. Oh, I never changed my my Twitch description. Oops. I'll try to remember that later. You've talked with Bots on his thread in this chat and DMs? Oh, okay. Had a feeling might have already. An upper bound is frankly way more involved than the lower bound. Sounds complicated. Okay. Oops. Oh yeah, the music's probably off. Also replanting clean beats. Let's do this. Sheesh. Okay. One move. Oh. Weird. I think I mistraced that one. Those were really hard scrambles. Like really, really annoying and difficult scrambles. I'm getting super unlucky today. I swear it's not just cope. Interesting information, maximal. I'm curious how one goes about proving an upper or lower bound. I wouldn't even know where to start. I have like a bit of a math background. I don't know how people calculate this kind of stuff. Okay. So annoying. Huge pause. I don't know if I'd call myself a physicist, but I got a degree in physics and math and published a couple times. Lower bound, you count how many unique sequences there are up to length n, and showing it's still below the number of combinations for the puzzle. Canonical sequence counting proves best. I think I kind of understand. I mean, I think you could say I was working as a physicist at one point, but I don't think I would call myself one now. Like, if you work in a field and then stop for several years, I don't know, you can like still call yourself that thing. Maybe you can. What were my papers about? Nonlinear optics. They were in the field of nonlinear optics and photonics. And I don't know if I can explain it easily. I studied optical solitons. If you've ever heard of optical solitons. I don't really want to talk about what I'm doing now, honestly. People ask this a lot, but I'm doing the coaching, but also other things that, I don't know, I just like feel weird about divulging that, especially if like audience is growing. Just seems like it could be weird and have problems arise. All Stars is the Nationals, yeah. Nonlinear optics, that's how he sees cubes around the blindfold. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Oops. Dang it. One wrong pair. Wow, once again, very close splits. 117.06, 117.52. Happened yesterday, but 115s. That is me, Germanium. Yeah, he's 3 style. That was one letter pair, guessed wrong. Both animals. Guessed ram instead of yeti. Yeah, exactly, Blackbird, exactly. That's totally what it is. Kosiemba himself? That's funny. Alex said that Kosiemba went to his PhD dissertation, or defense. That's funny. Yikes. Kind of bad. Kind of just like struggled to focus on memo on those. There was like a lot of floating words on some of those cubes and I just like couldn't focus. Masters? I don't remember. I guess it's probably his master's. I just don't remember if he was doing a master's or a PhD. Yeah, 152 checks out for Gigaminx. I did it in this way crazier way. By way crazier, is that just like more brute force type of thing? That's probably wrong. Fuck. God, dude, I feel like I'm gonna forget everything. Come on. Wow. Oh, wow. The rare 0 out of 5. Holy crap. Watch him cope. No, it genuinely wasn't. It was just me being bad. How did I DNF this one by... Oh my god, dude, that's so stupid. Because I couldn't remember this cube, and then I did corners minus parity, and then I remembered edges and did edges, but then forgot to do parity afterwards. This is 2 mistakes on 3 blind. Wow. Looks like your attempts. Damn. This one I just forgot all edges. Funny. Six mistakes in 5 cubes. Yikes, dude. Can't remember the last time I got a 0 out of 5 without, like, just straight up quitting. It's actually impressive. Genuinely can't remember the last time. It must have been a super long time. That's funny. Alright, I'm gonna redeem myself. Wait, what time is it? Okay. I'm gonna end at like 8:30, which is 15 minutes. Might be a DNF, my god. This is crazy. I might have just made a huge exec mistake. Wow, dude. Oh my god, inverse comm and 2 exec mistakes. This is insane. So all exec mistakes. 2 out of 10. I don't even feel tired. Yo, Heem, congrats. Happy birthday. Time to get into FMC. Dude, I'm breaking the rules, I guess, by not being into FMC yet and being 33 years old. Definitely messed up LTCT on that one and might have like made a mistake before that too. Multi is the other old man option, true. Honestly, kind of the more based old man option, if you ask me. Hime? Is that actually it? Hime. I feel like I heard someone say that at a comp, but I was like, whatever, he told me either one. Hime. Okay. Try to adjust. It might take me as long as it has taken me to remember Carrie instead of Kari. For Carrie Wong. This bad accuracy is just making up for yesterday because I got 5 out of 11, I think. Like 5 out of 11, 5 out of 5s. Which is quite good. Or like 5 out of 12, something like that. Fucking hope that's not wrong. That is not wrong. Yay. Oh my god. Dude. Brain might be getting tired. Wait, I didn't finish this one. I swear I can get this. Okay. All for that. I just guessed one wrong on that one. Alright, I will do one, maybe two more. Hello, Alexander Contreras. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. I am having like a weird sensation with my eyes right now. I wonder if I'm just like focusing too hard. That was crazy. My eyes just like wouldn't focus. I was like, dude, that's crazy. It was like thinking stopped working. Like I've never had that like shut off so hard. And it made my eyes feel like they were like wobbling because I was trying to think and it wasn't working. That is such a weird sensation. What the hell just happened? I don't know if anybody understands what I'm talking about, but that was weird. My vision is fine, but for some reason, like looking at the cubes and thinking about the memo started like making my brain just like feel weird. I was like, am I having a stroke right now? Genuinely like thought, like, am I having a stroke? Maybe I just overused my eyes today. I might be pushing it a little. Genuinely feels like I like flexed my brain too hard. It's like the only way I can describe it. Very weird. I might just be getting a headache. I'm gonna delete that one. Yeah, I'm definitely stopping. Thonked too hard. Oh, I just saw Master Ice Panda's sub. Sorry, dude. Thanks for the sub. Yo. Yeah, it seriously feels like I pulled a muscle in my brain. That is a good way to describe it. And it was like, it almost was like I was feeling it in my eyes. Like at my eye stalks, you know? I don't know if anyone else, I don't know if anyone else has experienced this before, but I've had it before where I'm like honing in on like trying to make memo stick during a review, and while doing that, just involuntarily my eyes, like, I don't know how to describe it, they like rattle. They don't rattle and like make a noise, but they like shake. They go like that. Like I'm like thinking, you know, you like look up and to the left when you're trying to remember something. I don't even know why I do this, but it's like a reflex where I like look up, and then sometimes when I'm like really, really focused on reviewing, my eyes do this thing. It's very weird. Hope it isn't early signs of a neurological problem. Me too. I think I'm probably fine, but yeah, I'm definitely going to end stream. I probably just have been going a little too hard. I will raid Jasper. Muscle spasms, something like that. Bro really said that to a hypochondriac, I know. It's fortunate that I'm not in one of my like serious hypochondriac phases right now. Well, I know I'm not having a stroke because I know the signs of a stroke, and I'm not slurring. I'm remembering things. I'm able to read. Hope this ain't early age dementia. Me too. I'm sure it's fine. I'll go talk to the internet about it. Okie dokie. Rating Jasper. Bye.